Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Spiritual Psychics TV. I'm your host for this evening, Veronica Jenkins. It's lovely to be on here for the first time. Just a little bit about me while we wait for some more people to come on. I've been a medium for over 25 years. I was a tarot reader before that. Just for friends and people that I'd meet. It wasn't a professional business as such, but it started an interest in what else is out there. And through years of experience in the spiritualist churches and doing circles, I developed my own mediumship, and it's formed the main part of my life now. So it's lovely to be with you all. Lockdown's been a very strange time for most of us, and it's given me a new direction in life, because every day I do the postings on online spiritual church services now, and it's a daily task. The first thing I do in the morning is see what's on throughout the world, really. Now there's services in Spain, in America, Canada, all over the place that I post on each day. So if you're wondering what you fancy doing with your spiritual life, then have a look on there, and hopefully we'll find something for you. It would be nice to be able to say some hellos, Richard, if we could see who's so... Oh, Marcus! Hello! A good friendly face to start with. Evening, Marcus. Hope you're well. And Christine Morris, good evening. Good evening to you. I hope you've had a good day. And Diamond Deb, good evening to you, Diamond. Or should I say Deb? And Cameron De Silva, I recognise that name. We got the same information the other day, didn't we? We've obviously had a good psychic link going. Heidi Spicer, she's a regular too. Nice to see you. Right. What I'd like... Oh, a few more to come. Sorry. Hi, Lisa. Lisa Paris, how are you doing? And Julie Watmore, nice to meet you. And again, Julie, I've seen your name on Spiritualist Psychics, Sally Worker, or all the old regulars coming in. That's lovely to see. Nikki Athron. Hi, Nikki. Hope you're well. You've got two lovely children there. Hi, Lauren. Shelley Hawkins, nice to meet you. And Alison Barton, good to see you online too. Kelly McKeaton, and big chat, big love to you. Christine Davis, hi. And Cheryl Bernacki, sorry I couldn't pronounce your name, I'm very bad with the pronunciations. Daniela, good to see you on here. And Stacey, good to see you here tonight, Stacey. Nature Lover, happy for you to be here on your first evening. Yes, yeah. I hope I don't let everybody down. Pamela, that doesn't help, Richard. Pamela Rogers, good evening, Richard and Veronica and everyone in the chat. And Anna says, yeah, nice to see you on here too. Right, Mary Dixie, nice to see you on. Phil Shaw. Phil, I'm sure I've seen your name on some of the services. Heidi, all the usual suspects, definitely. And it's nice for your support, thank you. Okay, we're all caught up. Right, can I start then by asking that we create a nice safe space around each and every one of us? That space is going to be filled with love and light, where all of our loved ones from spirit can draw close to us. To do this, I'd like you to take a nice deep breath in and a slow breath out. And that calms your mind and your body. And imagine in your mind a ball of pure white light, feeling that love and light emanating from that ball, pulling it in close to us. It makes us feel safe, makes us feel warm. Most of all, makes us feel safe. Feeling at peace, all of the day's worries just drift away. As we sit in that light, knowing no harm can come to us, we invite our loved ones to us. We ask that in that light, this evening, that we're given proof of survival and solace where there is grief. The way I'm going to work this evening is by asking your loved ones to come close to me, and I will endeavour to main one link at a time. It has been known that they crowd in and I get a couple at the same time, but I'm asking that there's just give me one at a time, and I will give a description of the link that I've got and some information. If you can understand this link, then please put in the comments and Richard will let me know the different people that can take it. And if there's more than one person that can take it, then I'll get more information to be able to differentiate who I'm actually with, and then we can get it really into the depths of the message, okay? So I'd like to start with a lady who I feel was in her 70s when she passed. I feel with this lady, as you would expect in her 70s, her hair was very much white, going to that real white. I've got her with short hair and with a bit of a curl in it. It had some volume there with her. I feel quite slender with this lady, and I feel that most of her life that she had been quite slim as well. And I feel not too tall with this lady. I feel under 5'3", so 5'2", 5'1", possibly even smaller than that, going down in height. Okay, I feel towards the end of her life that she was still held a lot of the ferocity of her personality. She was still quite a determined character, but just a few weeks before her passing, everybody knew that something was wrong, because that pizzazz as such that had been with her for so long had just gone, and she became very withdrawn, very confused, and quite crotchety, I want to say, and was quite snappy at the loved ones around her, which in the past she could be firm, but not in this snipey kind of way that she became right at the end there. And she does very much apologise for the way that she become, but it was part of the condition that she passed with. And I feel that there was a level of confusion with her, and I feel that there was actually multiple things in the end that went wrong, and it was difficult to just pinpoint one single point, although obviously on the death certificate there was, but I feel that there was just multiple things that were breaking down for her at the end there. I feel in life she was very much a homemaker, and she's saying that not that she had much option in those days. Okay, I feel that very much if she'd been around today, then she would very much have been going out, earning the money, being even the breadwinner, because I feel that that her husband for many years had his own health problems, and she had to work around both the home and looking after her husband there. Her husband, I feel, was quite a large gentleman, and I feel that it was conditions such as diabetes that he had, that he actually passed with, and I feel that there was a lot of circulatory problems with this gentleman, associated with the diabetes before he passed there. Richard, I'm not seeing anything for anybody taking this yet. Okay. Okay, I, I'm just realizing people want to heard you, Richard. Richard was just saying that he could take very much the lady, but not the gentleman and the husband part of it. But I do, right. Let me work with, this isn't going to help everybody else, Richard, is this links it for you. Okay. Um, let me work with it a little bit in case it's me that's confusing in terms of the crossover between her talking, giving me the impression of going out to work because she would have had that personality of wanting to, and the gentleman. Would you have known a gentleman that wasn't her husband that would have passed through diabetes? Nothing to do with her, but you could understand a gentleman of that description. Yes, okay. So that's probably me putting those two together where they shouldn't have been put together. Okay. So let me go back to this lady. Was this lady your grandmother, please? Yeah. And I feel that very much her personality drove a lot of people's motivation within the family. That um, the get up and go that she had was motivated for other people as well, and you'd understand that. Yeah. Um, she, okay, but mother wasn't. Both were okay. Pamela, I do feel actually I am with Richard now. I've got that link going. Okay, so hopefully I'll have something for you in a bit. But if I can continue with Richard, that would be lovely. Thank you. Um, right. You would also, Richard, you would also understand where at the current time there is somebody around you that has suddenly dipped massively in motivation, and that they need this motivation from your gran coming in there to boost them up and get them going, dust them down, and say, come on, it's not as you think it was going to be, but it doesn't matter because there's a clear path for you. Would that make sense to you? Okay. Um, I, sh she's giving me the impression that there was a passing in April that you would understand, and I want to go to around April the 23rd, 25th, around that time for a passing. And I know we're all terribly bad with dates and things like that. So if you can't place it on the top of your head, you can place it good. Um, and she's also talking about a birthday that's coming up quite soon, and I want within the coming week, and that's of somebody who's on the earth plane, please. Right, okay, okay. Oh, no, no. She's giving me the impression it's been forgotten about. So I'll leave that one with you, okay? So um, maybe it's, yeah, yeah, okay. Um, and while I'm talking about forgetting about, would you understand? I'm getting cousin at the moment. Would you understand where? Let me get this right. Where there's a cousin who has been getting very, very forgetful recently. Um, is You wouldn't know. Okay. Sometimes they give us stuff that we don't know to prove that I'm not picking it up on a psychic link with you, and it's something that you need to find out about. Okay. So just ask that healing be given in that direction because it's not uncorrectable. Okay. It's a symptom of something that's going medically, that that um, that needs to be addressed with the doctors, and it will be sort of quite quickly with the right medicine. Okay, and it's just a short term thing, but it's medically linked. Why they're just forgetting and feeling. I'm getting very muggy headed with that as well. Okay. Right. Okay. Would you understand why it's kind of like a cousin type relationship? Oh, no, forget that. I'm probably just trying to make it fit cousin. Okay, but you can understand that. Okay, okay. Um, I w Before I leave you, Richard, because I do want to move on to everybody else rather than giving you a private reading. Um, I just Gran's very much proud of you, and she's saying that she would always say the positive things in life to bring people up, to encourage people, but she really means this, that there, and you have known of her presence around you, and you have sensed her presence around you because of some of the physical things that have happened. um yeah, and with that she just brings so much love and so much reassurance for you as well. Okay, so lots of love from the spirit world for you there. Bless you. Right, let's break that thing. Oh, more hellos, yes, please. Okay, no, that's fine. So Rich is busy chatting. Jeannie Rose, hi Jeannie. I hope you're good. Indigo, hi Indigo, nice to see you. Uh, Diana Redman, nice to have you on board. Ruth Townsend, evening to you as well. Alex Stubbs, hi, I love that little smiley face. And Lynn Taylor, good evening to you too. Oh, could we go back to Lynn as soon as I saw the hi tattooed cat lady? As soon as your picture came up, Lynn, just let me finish saying some hellos first, and I'll come back to you. Okay. So Jamie, tattooed cat lady, I love that. Caroline Wilson, good to have you here this evening. Gary Walker, just got in from walking the dogs. Yeah, my husband's just done the same as well. Cherie, nice to see you on here, Cherie, and a regular on Sunday as well. Vivian McIntosh. Hi, Vivian. And back to Lynn. Lynn, as soon as your picture come up, I feel I've got mum in spirit with you. Mum was slightly smaller than you are in terms of height and physical frame, but she's giving me the sense of putting weight on as well. Okay. I thought initially she was slimmer than you, but then she's showing me putting some weight on. Let me make sense of that. Um, right, before she passed, I feel that she lost um some weight there. And she's giving me chest issues there as well, please, where she would have had great difficulty in breathing. And I feel that it would have been her heart, please, that she would have passed with in the end there. And just towards the end, every breath there was very laboured, and she's talking about it being a release for her when she went. And she's talking about the grief that is still very, very present with you, Lynn, and still very present through the family as well, giving me the sense that it's actually not too long since her passing, because that grief is felt so acutely at this current time. Would this make sense to you, Lynn? Just wait, just have a drink while you get back to me on that. It's as if I'm not with you, Lynn. I've obviously picked up another link for somebody. It's just you jumped out when your picture was coming through there. Yeah. Okay. So yes, you put weight on. Lovely. Okay. So I am with you. Thank you. Um, I feel with your mum that a lot of the time she would take a step back. Um, quite a different character, I want to say, than Richard's grand there, because I feel that she didn't feel very confident in herself about making her views known. No, it was 20 years ago. Okay. I'm just wondering whether it's the anniversary. Would you understand the anniversary of a passing around now then, and that's why there's that feeling there. Okay. Um, right. As I was saying, I feel very much would let other people make the decisions because she wasn't confident that the decisions she would be making would be the right ones. And I feel with this that it was over many, many years that she was like this, and she struggled to get out of that lack of confidence. And you would understand also somebody on the earth plane at this current time who has a lack of confidence but wasn't always like it. Um, and no, she was confident. Okay, right. Would you understand, Lynn, where there's somebody on the earth plane who has not been very confident at all recently, but used to have a lot of confidence and used to have very much get up and go and going out there making decisions, but now finding it very hard to make those decisions because that's how she's very much making me feel. And we did go on to it being on the earth plane, and that's what the message was about. And I could well have confused it with her because it's so important to her about boosting that confidence at this current time. And part of that is ignoring um, the words that somebody else is saying that's bringing down that confidence. Okay, so would you understand somebody on the earth plane where that's happening, where their confidence is being undermined by somebody, and they need a real boost up and to stop that nagging noise in the background there that makes them feel less confident. Oh, that's you, Lynn. Well, Mum is very, very much wanting to bring that confidence back to you because she's saying you were never like that. You were never like that as a child. You were so confident growing up. And that smile I can see in your picture is very much how you projected to the world. But unfortunately, this situation around you just seems to be pulling you down and down and down. And Mum just wants to put her arms around you and give you that glow from inside and say, no, you're right, you have a view, and that view is right, whatever that other person is saying to you. Okay. She's bringing in red roses, but also red carnations there. And she's giving me the sense that you would smell flowers around you, and you know your mum is around you when you smell those flowers. And it's just this lovely floral smell, and she comes very close to you. So if you don't already have that sense of smell and know that it's your mom, then just be aware of this smell coming to you and know it's your mom drawing close to you, reminding you of that confident young lady that you always used to be. Okay, she's talking about lighting a candle, and that candle being a focus for you and to remind you of the light that's within you. Okay. I want to say that I just wanted to get a bit more information from Mum in terms of proof of her and some memories there with you. And right, she's taking me to standing, the two of you standing Oh, all the time you smell the flowers. That's lovely. That just shows your mum is around you all that time. She's showing me a memory of the two of you standing side by side by a grave. Okay, a grave, an open grave that um right. That was this your dad that the both of you were by the grave and just held each other close. And you were each other's rock at that time. Okay, that and Mum's very much that the minute she passed over, I feel Dad was waiting for her there, and it was a relief for Mum to be back in his arms. Okay, and that was just, it gives me such a powerful emotion there because the love bond between them was so great. Okay, um, now I've got a gentleman, and after what happened with Richard, I'm loath to say it's your dad, but I've got a gentleman coming in very close with that, who was quite a heavy smoker, and I feel passed. With, with lung disease linked to the smoking. Although for a long time, many years, he would refuse to say that it was his lung condition was linked to the smoking, but of course it was. And he knew that really, but he wasn't going to admit it because he enjoyed his cigarettes and he'd go out and have a breath of fresh air, he was saying, and it was really going out to have a fag. Um, a, a, a gentleman I feel that is full of laughter, a gentleman that would have brought a smile to most people's face. Now, Lynn, I just need to check that I am still with you because they might have brought with me finishing with your mum there. I might have just jumped into the next link. So I just need to check, is this your dad, please, or have I moved on to another link? Okay, I just no, there's a delay. Okay, okay. So let on when he was 52 and he passed. Did did he smoke and did he die of the lung cancer, Lynn? Um, or is it a new link? Um, Richard, I feel as though I need to go on to this as a new link. Okay. So if I'm all right going, or if I can say some more hellos first, because I know he's a very patient gentleman. It's a lot of fun, but he's very patient as well, and we'll wait for some more hellos. I know from what you're saying that there's some new people. Right, past with Lisa. Okay, um, right, Lisa. Lung problems. Okay, right. Let's No, I feel it's a new link actually, and I feel that I progressed from your dad, Lynn, to this new link, and he was stepping into this new link. Okay, but Lynn, before I go, I want a passing in October around the 10th of October for you, and a July birthday around July the 28th. Okay, and a lot of obviously an awful lot of love from your mum there. Okay, so if I can go to the other lady that's dad died, heavy smoke, passed with lung cancer, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Right. As I say, I feel your dad here was quite a personality. He a bit of a joker at times, liked winding people up. Get the sense he didn't always know where the line should be drawn, and would often step over it. And sometimes people did wonder whether he deliberately stepped over it or whether he just was oblivious to it. And I feel that sometimes, yes, he was oblivious to it, but sometimes he deliberately stepped over the mark. And I feel the reason he's bringing that in is because there's somebody on the earth plane currently stepping over the mark with you, okay? That you're giving them the benefit of the doubt, but actually that from your dad's perspective, they're doing this deliberately, okay, to see how far that they can push the buttons. And part of it is I feel that they're bored, and part that it's them growing up in themselves, okay? And so I feel you would understand somebody around, a male around you, that is doing that with you at this current time, okay? Sorry, Dad. Okay. The, the he's showing me both with a pint and shorts like whiskey, and he's right, and he's giving me the smell of whiskey as well. Okay, so I do know it is whiskey because I don't like whiskey. Not a whiskey girl at all. And it but he would like to smell the whiskey before he knocked it back there. He's saying he didn't overdrink, but he would enjoy the drink socially and with the family. Okay. And he's saying he's bringing the drink in at this time because there's a celebration around you as well at this current time, that there's a cause to celebrate. There's new doors opening up for you, totally unexpected, because there's been a period of time where things have been quite flat, quite difficult, and then suddenly this door's open, and he's just saying, grab it with both hands, okay? And it's a cause for celebration. Don't trip yourself up by thinking it through too much, okay? And second guessing yourself and all of the other things you do when you worry about something, because he's giving me the sense that you're quite a worrier at times, and he's saying that you actually take much more after your mum than you did him, but he's saying that you've got quite a cheeky personality that is very definitely his, but when you worry you're more like your mum. Or is it cognac? Oh no, don't like it. Right. So don't worry about this new thing, just jump for it, okay? And you will be so pleased and so happy that you went this route. Oh, you're starting a business at home, wonderful. Well, from your dad's perspective, he just gives me the sense that it's going to be an absolute roaring success, okay? That you're going to end up needing a lot of help doing it because it's going to be such demand for it, okay? So deep breath and just go for it, right? And that there will be some people who will try and persuade you not, he says, but just ignore them. Just ignore them. They're talking about them rather than you. All right. So you just go for it. With Dad, he's giving me the sense that there was a time that your relationship, don't be nervous about it, Lisa. You can be fine. He's giving me the impression that there was a time that the relationship between you wasn't as great as it had been or could be. It's like a falling out and having arguments, and he's just giving me the sense that it was such a silly thing to have happened, and he shouldn't have said the things that he did, and there's a sense of regret there, okay? And words can't always be undone, And I feel he's talking about this because, again, there's a situation on the earth plane where there's been a falling out, and it's very difficult for both sides to find the right words to come back together, or even find the right place inside here to be able to forgive and forget and move on. But Dad is saying life is just too short, far too short. 52 years was no length of time for him on this earth plane at all. And he wants you to make sure that you live every second and pick up the phone and just talk, and things will be fine. Okay. So I want to leave you with an awful lot of love from your dad there, and know that this business will go from strength to strength. Okay. And you may have a hiccup now and again, but you just keep on going and it will be fine. Okay. November 22nd, he's giving me as an anniversary, anniversary of the passing. You said, I can't forgive her. I feel awful about that. There is a place within you where you will find forgiveness, and it might be hard to find, but it is there. Okay. And think of your dad, and he will help you with that. All right. He's there to help you. He might not be here in physical, but he's always around you in spirit. Oh gosh, you know he's around you because he gives smell of smoke, smell of burning, almost more like making you need to cough. It's an odd way for your dad to make his presence known to you, but if you can watch out for that. Just a smell of burning, because usually if they smoke, it's the smell of the cigarettes, but I don't get that smell. You're burning rather than anything else. But I think it's his dad's sense of humour, to be honest. That's the way it's coming across. Okay. So, and I also want a birthday in May, around the 3rd, 4th, 5th of May, around that time for a birthday. Okay. A lot of love from Dad, and every success for you in the future with your business. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, Richard, have we got some hellos? Hello, Richard. Okay. Have we got some? Okay. Oh dear. Quite a few. Good, good. Oh, hi, Neil. I'm glad you could make it on, because I know you had your quiz tonight. Hi, Sarah Matthews. I hope you're well. Shavana O'Rourke, nice to see you. That's a lovely, pretty dress there. Rhonda Robertson, sorry. Hi, Rhonda, hope you're well. Sabrina, lovely name. Sabrina, unfortunately, I can't choose those. Mr. and Mrs. B, good evening. Joe, of course, yeah. Herzova, nice to have you on here. Megan Ruddle, nice to have you here this evening. Oh, Rachel, you gave me an absolutely wonderful palmistry reading. Thank you. Rachel does palmistry on Tuesday evenings. Her show is 10:30 on Tuesday evening. If you want this week, if you want to come join her, but it was absolutely super reading she gave me. Tina Place, just arrived, hectic day. Yeah, gosh. All caught up. All caught up. Right. Oh, sorry. Nice 212. Okay. Okay. Right. Let's see who we've got now. See who we've got now. Okay. I've got a lady who, as she comes close to me, she gives the feeling of actually being quite cross. I don't know however else to put that. Okay, um, she's she could spend a lot of her time getting cross with people and not being happy about stuff and um, saying to people exactly what she thought without any kind of thought about how that might impact somebody or make them feel anything like that. Um, uh, uh, right. Thank you. A bit of a relief because she's saying that she wasn't always like that at all. But she spent many, many years by herself. Um, and she gives me the impression of being almost like a great aunt kind of figure in somebody's life because she's not giving me the impression of being lovey-dovey close to somebody. Um, but saying that, as I'm saying it, I feel I'm hearing mum there. So I feel, right, let me get this straight. I feel as though I could well have somebody's mum but that they lived at quite a distance and the relationship was quite a distance. And she's kind of holding her hands up, saying, this is why she came in so cross and all the rest of it, not cross at the person that's on here tonight for her, but cross with herself because of how she was and how she pushed everybody away from her and how she used that anger as a shell, as a protection against the world, because she didn't want to be hurt any more than she had been in the past. And her way of coping was just pushing everybody away and being actually quite, uh, in her words, an unpleasant person to always be around. And she'd be civil on first meeting, but getting too close, and you get the words coming out and the pushing away. Okay, can can anybody understand this lady, please? I feel physically she would have been quite I feel physically she would have been quite a slim lady, and she's giving me the impression of being taller than I am. Now I'm 5'3", so I want to go to 5'5", 5'6" kind of height, a bit taller than myself there. And I don't feel her diet was particularly good at all. She would have been quite happy eating, having a can of soup, opening a can of soup and heating that up on the stove. I don't really get the sense she'd be doing with microwaves and things like that. I wouldn't have trusted them. Nobody's taking anything so far. Okay, maybe it's the vicissitudes of this personality that came through to start with. Okay, the lady that I've got is quite a slender build. I feel that she passed in, oh, right, in her 60s, I feel that she passed, but to her late 60s. And I feel it would have been something like a stroke or a brain hemorrhage, something that would have taken her very quickly. And I feel that it would have been a few days before anybody found her. Okay, that people would have tried to contact her, not got through, and therefore that would have triggered somebody trying to find out what had happened to her. Okay, if we can focus on that rather than how she's coming across personality wise, would anybody be able to take the description of the lady that would have been slender, would have had quite a meagre diet, lived by herself for many years, and would have died and been found in that kind of situation, please? I'll just have a drink while waiting for the response with that. Don't worry too much about the personality side of it that I first gave to start with, because it just came through very strongly there. No, if nobody can take this lady, I'll just ask her to stand to one side. And right, what she's saying is that, oh, right. Okay. She's getting me to explain a bit more how I work with this, in case somebody is thinking, well, that could be, but I want more evidence first. I get to a point where I need to know where I am before I go on with it. So if you think it might be, rather than you waiting for more evidence, if you're not going to say now, then I'm going to have to move on, because I'm at that crossroads point where I need to know whether I've got a link or not. Okay. So if you think it might be with you, then let me know, because then I can get some more evidence, but I won't be able to get any more until I know where my link is. Okay, and that's just a peculiarity of how I work, unfortunately. All right. No, nothing, Richard. Okay. Okay, Bill Hughes has just arrived. Hi, Bill. um, Jamie does. Okay. Right. Right, Jamie. What I know I've probably got wrong is that relationship, because it just wasn't fitting right. So would the person that you fits with you, would that person be a link with uh, would link with your mum, and that's why I was getting the mum. Okay. Now I've also got Alex still possible, but not. But I've. Did you say Jamie could take all of it? No, somebody. Oh, it's a tattooed cat lady then, Jamie. Sorry, I saw the tattooed cat lady rather than Jamie. Um, I know. So okay. So Jamie, if just to help me make sense of why I was hearing mum, because I don't feel that this is your mum. But you would understand that. Right. The reason that I feel that this lady's coming through as she is because there is somebody around you on the earth plane at this current time that is behaving in this way, that is pushing everybody away from them, and actually being quite short. No link to your mum. Okay. But would you understand where there's a situation on the earth plane where somebody is using anger, using not nice words to push people away? And I feel that this is why that this lady has come in this way, to ask that you understand the reasons behind why they're doing it, and it's not just because they're being mean. It's because that they're hurting inside, and they need somebody to push through the nasty words. They need somebody to push through the pushing away, and make a link with them, the person that's in pain. Okay. um I'm being taken to December for an anniversary of a passing, and I want around mid-December with that, so around December the 16th, 17th. And I'm being taken to February, around February the 23rd, for a birthday as well with yourself. Okay. I'm just getting these bits of information while I'm waiting for a response about you understanding that situation around you at the moment, of somebody who's feeling really hurt and therefore pushing everybody away, and just wanting to feel loved within inside. Okay. Right. You can understand somebody on the earth plane who is quite ill with COVID. Yes, you do. Right, thank you. You can understand somebody on the earth plane who's ill with quite ill with COVID as well at the current time, I've been told. And this lady is going back with you, saying yes, you do understand about being pushed away with the pain. She just wants this person on the earth plane to feel loved, and that point of feeling loved, that the walls crumble down. Okay. And all of those bad words go away, and the smile is brought back to their face. All right. So I just want that person to be surrounded with so much light and love from the spirit world. Okay. And part of this as well, I sense, is that this person is very much missing somebody who's passed over, and there's still a lot of grief there too, and that they're not processing that grief particularly well at the current time. Even though I feel it might have been a while since that passing has happened, but that the grief associated with that hasn't really been dealt with. Okay, so I hope this makes sense to you, and you're able to support and help the person that this lady's referring to. Okay. I know you've got Tattoo Cat Lady there, so I can presume from that, but there's cats in the spirit world, but I do have a tabby cat coming purring next to my legs with you, and I get the sense with this cat, very, very much a mouser, but would sit and look as though butter wouldn't melt in their mouth. And right, thank you. And you would sense this tabby cat coming around you, and you often, given the sense that you would often feel as though you can actually hear her purring and coming around your legs. Okay, so I'll leave you with that lovely, lovely cat there. Okay, right, Richard. Any more hellos, or we got done our hellos? Okay, hi Bev, nice to see you on. I hope you're fine. Okay, I just asked for another link to come through now. Okay. Okay. Whether it's because Bev's pictures just came up there, I know I'm linking with medium here, because I've got a guide coming through. Okay. Yeah, and I know. Sorry, Richard just said there's quite a few mediums on tonight, and yes, I know. Okay. So let's see who I'm with this guide. I feel that this guide is a gentleman, a very heavy set gentleman. I feel, okay, that he would have actually meant something to you on the earth plane too. He's not just a spirit guide that is, right, he's saying dad. So although he was dad on the earth plane, he decided to stick around and help you with your mediumship. And right, because I feel that dad would have been a medium himself on the earth plane. Okay. As I say, I feel quite a heavy set gentleman, a gentleman that was very much full of light, but at the same time, I feel that he would love the gossip. He would absolutely love knowing what was going on and who was talking to who and all the dirty linen. Okay, let's put it like that. So can anybody on here tonight place this guy, this gentleman, their dad? Okay, not yet. Okay, um, let's go. Come on. Yes. Okay. I did wonder, Bev, because it was straight after your picture that this gentleman came in. So, okay. Um, he's saying things have been very. Oh, passing anniversary today. I wish you hadn't told me that, Bev. Richard, don't post things like that until I've said. Tell her off. Yeah, but I didn't know what you meant by then. Um, more medium in spirit, yeah. Um, if, yes. You can give me yeses, Bev, but don't give me any more information, okay? You can even give me no's, okay? Oh, right. You, okay. Yeah, okay. Richard's reminded me that I need to ask you to say what are you saying yes about, okay? Because I will have moved on and I won't have remembered what I've just said because it comes in and out. Um, so if you can say yes to which bit, then I know which bit you're talking about. Okay, come on, Dad. Right. Yeah, he's saying things have been very much flowing up and down for you recently, where one day seems to be an absolute high, another you feel this just isn't working. I'm not saying about mediumship, I'm just saying in general that things aren't working and it's a battle to get through. Um, and he's saying that you've been saying, Dad, come and help me, come and help me. Um, and he is, he is coming to help you. And this is proof of it. Um, and he's saying you really should know better, okay? And that's not about the comments. You really should know better about bringing that light into you because you keep forgetting and you keep leaving yourself open. Isn't it when your dad comes through and tells you off? Um, that he's saying that you're leaving yourself open and just because of the work online is slightly different, you still need to do that closing down because you're still keeping those links going, he's saying, and those down bits you're getting aren't you. It's just not, it's not you. You're this bubbly high person and he wants to keep you up there, okay? So close yourself down, bring in the light when you're feeling down, and you will be amazed how very much different you feel with that, okay? Okay, but just I've been asking him to help. I know he told me. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it lovely? He's just such a wonderful gentleman. And he's going back to this gossip. Oh, right. He's saying that he knows something that you don't know yet. Okay. And he's just really excited about what is coming up for you, okay? Because he's heard some gossip. It's not that he's fortune telling, he has heard some gossip that he knows what's coming up, and he's just really excited for you, okay? So just watch out. He's not going to tell you because he says you don't always like surprises, but you do really, okay? Well, he likes giving them. So he's not going to spoil the surprise any more than that. And just so much love from your dad. And he's giving me a glass, crystal glass ball in my hand. It's about that kind of size. That makes sense. And it's clear, but it's got blue bits in it, blue blobs in it, and it's almost like a paperweight or something like that. And or is it an actual crystal ball? Can't I do close down? Okay. Don't shoot the messenger. Now, if you can't place this as a memory, I want this symbolically. Okay, so symbolically, I want to say with this crystal ball, that there are times that you can go deeper and deeper within yourself using a focus. Okay, using a focus of yourself and bringing that light into yourself and through you. Okay, and he's talking about making sure that big breath in and the big breath out, and focus and bringing that light through. Okay, sorry Richard, I didn't hear you properly there. Okay. Oh, we've got all sorts going on in the mic now, but I'll leave this crystal, this glass ball with this lovely blue blob in it for you as a present from your dad there. Okay, and just so much love, and that connection, that bond between you is just wonderful to work with. Thank you. Okay, right, you do have a large crystal ball. That's lovely. Okay, he's wanting that, but I think it's symbolic. Yes, I felt so too. Okay. Right. Ask for another link. Oh, dates. I'd like to finish with dates. Don't know why, but guys like giving me dates. Okay, so I want to go to June, and I want a birthday in June, and I want around the 3rd, 4th of June for a birthday, and I want to go to September for a passing. Right, that's interesting. As soon as I said September, and I know I've got a September passing, but I've also got a passing in when it was really, really cold outside, and I've got standing by the grave in very, very cold weather with thick coat on and everything with that as well. And I want to go to February with that actually, because we can get some cold Februarys, can't we? And around the 2nd or 13th of February passing. Okay, so I'll leave those dates with you to have a look through. Right, let's see who we've got now. Oh, hi Wendy, nice to have you. 5 mediums apparently on tonight. I think there's actually more than that, Richard. All right, okay. Oh, 5 from your side. Right. Okay, let's get our next link. It's his birthday, the 3rd of June. There we are. Right. I've got a lady here who I've felt passed with an issue with her head, that very sudden passing, and I've mentioned this once, but a brain, I feel a brain hemorrhage with this lady. I feel that she would have actually carried quite a bit of weight on her because she's bigger than me. I feel that she would have knitted. She's showing me the knitting needles, but also that towards the end of her life there, she would have had arthritis in her hands, would have found turning the lids on jam jars, that kind of thing, quite difficult to do. I feel that she would have been very, very much based in the family. That her life was the family, bringing up children. I feel 5 children, that there would have been 5 children there in the family. She was quite straightforward in it, the same, because she said, I just kept popping them out. So she would have had no problems in terms of giving birth, right? Except I feel that there would have been problems with the last one, and the youngest, I feel, would have been quite a sickly child, Okay. I feel with this lady that she would have enjoyed cooking, enjoyed baking, and she's giving me the smell of pies and scones, and she would have made the cheese scones as well as the sultana and the raisins. Oh, and if it's special, she would have put cherries in as well, not with the cheese, obviously. Can anyone understand this lady, please? As I say, passed with a brain hemorrhage, quite a large lady, a lady that very much lived for the family, and you would be able to understand where there would have been 5 children. That, right, as I'm saying that, I mentioned about a younger one being quite sickly. I feel that there would have only been 4 survived into adulthood with this lady. Okay. And she wouldn't have had any more children after that. She's showing me a silver coloured photograph frames as well, that she would have had. Ruth Townsend, maybe my mum had 5 kids. Okay, Ruth, let's work with you. Would you understand the oh, hi Sam, nice to see you on here tonight. They're all coming on tonight. She would have carried a bit of weight and would have taken me back to her hands being quite stiff and awkward towards the end there, and she's giving me the sense that although I feel that she caught, not my mum then, okay, not you then, Ruth, sorry. I feel that she, before although she died quite quickly with this brain hemorrhage, or yeah, I do feel it is a brain hemorrhage. She would have, right, she would have been ill beforehand through high blood pressure. Okay, that she would have felt very tired in herself, very lethargic. She all her get up and go would have kind of gone. Quite, I want 2 or 3 years before her passing there. Okay, is nobody else picking up on this lady, Richard? No, no, okay, let's see. Right. Right, she's giving me the name Margaret as somebody that would have linked. Right, Sally, I see that you're saying about Mum's birthday June past September and Dad's birthday September past February. That would certainly link with the last message, but would you understand the description of this lady too, please? Because it's very and she would have had 5 great-grandchildren. Okay, Stace, can you understand the name Margaret as well? Because I'm starting to feel quite drawn to you. Okay, I wouldn't worry too much about the 1st of June, because I feel that that 3rd of June was very much for Bev there, because it was her dad's birthday. But this pain in the head, she was ill before. Yes, yes, as you're saying, she was ill before she passed, because it was a couple of years that I feel that she would have been having um, this high blood pressure, and these kind of issues. Okay. Um, right, I do. Marguerite was her best friend also. Stacey, I do feel that I am with you actually. So Stacey, right, what she's giving me as well is that she would have smoked on and off. I don't get a constant smoker, but that she would have had a sneaky one as such. Okay. And a lady that would have had quite a strong social circle around her as well. And she, you would be aware of her because of the smell of baking coming to you. So there will be times that you smell baking around you, and that apple pies especially. Okay, that pastry. She was a secret. That makes sense. Okay. Right. And she's showing me actually putting a house coat on. All right. So she, right. And so she would very much be preparing herself for the daily chores and getting the daily chores done and sorted. And very much in that line of homemaker, and that's where she felt comfortable at home. And she gives me the sense of she'd always have the door open as well for people to pop in and talk to her. Right, she's now saying about she wasn't I'm not getting the sense that she was a full-blown medium or anything like that, but she would sense spirit, and she's saying that's where hereditary wise you would get the mediumship from, down that line of the family, because she would give. Oh, and she's showing me doing the leaves, that kind of thing, that people would come round for a cup of tea, and she'd do the tea leaves. They wouldn't have to knock, because they just literally walk in. And I get the sense everybody would just call her Ma, and just everybody on the street would just call, hi Ma, even though there were no relationship to her, because it just her personality was that kind of personality that everybody felt, and they would come and pour out their problems to her, and she had a real gift in listening just listening to people. And she wouldn't tell them what to do, but she would help she would help guide them. Okay. And that's what she's trying to help you with at this current time, is just to listen, because she's giving me the sense that there's someone around you trying to talk to you, but that you are trying to advise them. And she's saying, don't tell them what to do. Listen and let them work it through. That's what they need at this current time, is for you just to let them work through their problems. Okay, even though you know what they should do, and you know what will sort it, keep stum. Okay, keep mum. Because that way they will open up to you much more, and be able to work out for themselves how to deal with this current situation. Okay, so she's just saying, you're very much like her in so many ways. She says, so many ways, and she's saying that there's a photograph of her at your age, and you could be sisters. Okay, and so just she brings a sense of pride with you, and she's saying about you developing your mediumship and going into that, because you will be a great medium, and this skill of just listening will help you enormously, because when you do private readings, this is what great grand's saying, when you do private readings, you will find people will come to you just to talk as well. Okay, and they will want just to talk to you because you listen, not give them advice, not tell them what to do, but because you listen. All right, and she just wants to leave you with a massive sense of love, and know that she's around you helping you. Okay, and I want to give you April again for a birthday in April. I want, where am I? Around the 17th, 18th of April for a birthday. And I want a passing in November. November the 7th, 8th, oh, 7th, sorry, it's either the 7th or the 17th. I'm not sure why I'm flipping between the two. And that's what, right, I'm flipping between the two because you would understand an anniversary on the 7th, and around the 7th, 8th, and passing 17th, 18th, okay, in November. So I'll leave you with that, with a lot of love from your grandma. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm being told. Oh, I've lost Richard. Hang on, Richard, I've lost you. Okay. Right. Okay. What we've got next is tomorrow. We've got Divine Service with Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. I don't know who the medium is for that this week. Leslie Knight. So lovely Leslie Knight. It is tomorrow at 11 with Wimbledon, and that's streamed from them. And 2:30 is our Sunday sofa, with some lovely ladies there, and I can't remember all of their names, Richard. Oh wow, they're talking about near-death experiences, so that would be an interesting show to come along and listen and join in the chat with. Okay, and they do readings, of course, as well. Okay, so. And tomorrow night is our VIP night, and our VIPs tomorrow night are doing fledgling work, and that is, so I'm expecting Stace, you should be joining in that, giving readings to each other tomorrow night. So if you're part of our VIP group, and you can become a VIP by joining through Patreon, and it's £1.50 a month, or if you want to be one of our angels, that's £5 a month. Richard, if you're okay, could I just finish off by just reading something I wrote? So before we go this evening, can we take into our lives the love and light Spirit have brought with them this evening? Can we ask that we're able to use that love and healing for ourselves and others through the coming week, and use the blessings of angels to bring joy to others and a smile to a stranger? Thank you, and thank you for listening this evening. Okay. Well, we've just had two late visitors coming in from America. So hi, Shika Nigra. So hi, nice to have you on board, and Renee Furman as well. Hi, nice to have you all the way in the UK. But unfortunately, we're just finishing off tonight, so hopefully we'll see you with us another evening. Uh, so thank you, Tina, and good night, everyone. Thank you, and thanks there for Diana, and lovely evening. Thank you, Julie. Um, thank you, Alison. Glad everybody's enjoyed it. Night, night, Cheryl. Night, Gary. Oh, Pamela, yes, of course. Yeah, definitely need some readings from you tomorrow night, Pamela, and you, Stace. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay, okay, and night, night, everybody. Thank you for joining us.